Today, it's the National Football League.
Charles and I have been looking forward to this one all week, and we are underway from Cincinnati. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. Throwing on the first play from scrimmage, here's Burrow. Hits his target, that's Charlie Jones. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Burrow looking to pass. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Marching in for the sack, Matthew Judon. Throwing on 2nd and long. Burrow over the middle. He finds Higgins. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Now Burrow. And this almost intercepted. Not sure he saw the free safety that time. But lucky, incomplete. That'll bring up 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. "13 yards the tally on the return there. And the Patriots take over. So here come the Patriots to take over for the first time, led out by the rookie, the 3rd overall pick back in April out of UNC, and that's Drake May.
And we knew from the moment the commissioner called his name on draft night. And by the way, laid a pretty good hug on the commissioner going across the stage. But we knew he had a chance to be the starter week 1. He dove right into the playbook, ingratiated himself with his teammates, and that's exactly how things have played out.
They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down. Looking to throw, May. Short pass caught by Henry. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that will bring up 2nd down.
Here's a peek at their past draft class. And, Charles, sometimes you'll see teams that have really specific needs they want to fill. Some can just say, well, I'm going to take the next best guy available. Maybe we see a little bit of both here in this draft.
I think you're right about that, Brandon. Plenty of talent in their class this year, some of which will contribute early and some which will be called upon down the road. The GM makes the final call after all the input from the scouts and the coaches. Now it's up to the coaches to develop the guys that the GM picked.
From the gun on 3rd down is May. Flushed out right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. The 3rd down conversion successful. A gain of 11. Throwing now, May on 1st down. Over the middle, he gets it to Gibson. And he's brought down, but he has it down to the 12 on a pickup of 12. 1st and 10. Throwing here is May. He's going to be sacked. Back at the 23-yard line.
Trey Hendrickson showing off his pass rush repertoire that time.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. And they're going to speed things up here. Here's May. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I think that's how this defense is going to need to play these tight ends. Again, get right up on them and stay physical. And that paid off on that play, helping force that incompletion.
They'll try and throw for it with May. Flush to his right. That's to his running back, complete.
And he is trying to get to the marker. Going to depend on the spot, but I'm not sure he got there, and he did not.
Well, certainly not the way that they were hoping that possession would end, failing to convert on fourth.
And now they've got to make sure that they keep their poise, they keep their confidence. Just because it didn't work once doesn't mean if they get that same situation.
Taking it right down Broadway. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. It's a gain of 35.
But he reminded us that he was a 1,000-yard receiver a year ago as he starts off week one picking up right where he left off. He told us at the end of the preseason he was primed for...
Now Burrow loses the football.
And it's picked up by the Patriots. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
They'll throw on first down with May. He's got Hooper on the out route.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll bring up second down.
No score after one on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Patriots in control of the football. Over the middle and hauled in by Osborne. And the Patriots are going to have a first and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. A chance for their first points of the season here as it's first and goal.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Down near the goal line, things really get physical. You're always anticipating a running play, but when they do throw it, things happen quickly. A little bit of a bang-bang play there.
Touchdown, Patriots!
Juju Smith-Schuster.
A 5-yard touchdown.
And the Patriots post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Extra point by Ryland, up and good.
And it's now a 7-0 game. A drive there of just 4 plays.
And it's capped off by the touchdown from Juju Smith-Schuster. 7-0 is our score, ready for the dynamic kickoff as this one's away. No run back here for Jones, a touchback. Here we go. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
And Higgins is going to have a Bengals first down as the tackle going to be made up at the 37.
Burrow will throw. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack.
Devon Godshaw getting in there and dropping him.
Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long.
Moss on the give up the middle.
And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a third and long situation coming up. Here's Burrow. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
On now to punt, Brad Robbins.
Here's Jones.
Nice work on the return as he gets about 15 yards back. And it will be first and 10 as they take over.
Good starting field position for them as they come up first and 10 at their own 43.
To the air, May.
Open man here, the tight end Henry. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a first and 10 down at the 31.
Play action, May.
High throw, but the catch is made.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. They'll run it. This is Ramondre Stevenson.
They'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
It's second and 7 from the 9. They go play action now. May. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked by Logan Wilson. And the Bengals are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line.
Here we go. Fans, a reminder, coming up at this and every halftime this season, we'll be checking in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando for highlights and analysis and scores from around the NFL here in this opening weekend.
Let's put the coach to work.
And they work this out past the 25. First down now, but that clock rolling. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Now a short one to Gesicki. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Now the Bengals urging everybody to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Burrow's throw taken in here by Chase. And Chase going to pick up a Bengals first down as he'll get this up to the 39.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Now it's Burrow.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted.
Picked up by Jonathan Jones.
And the Pats are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 49. Open man is Kendrick Bourne. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
On 1st and 10, it's May.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot. Couldn't connect.
And that's where you're counting on a receiver. Being an advantage. They were hoping he could go up the top of a smaller DB and haul that one in. A good thought, but that time it didn't work out.
Open man is Osborne.
Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
3rd down and 1. They'll throw with May. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
On 1st down, here's May.
This is caught. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Keep in mind they can still get a first down here as they come up on 2nd and inches.
To throw, it's May.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
And that went off the mark. A little late with a throw.
Back-to-back incompletions of what was once a nice drive. Stalled out here. I'm going to give credit to the secondary partner. Never gave up as they gave up a few yards, and they came through on that play to deny that pass and force the 4th down.
And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and the Bengals are going to get the football back. The Bengals drive about to get going. They'll start on the ground with Moss. Fighting to get back to the goal line. I don't think he got there. He did not. Did not get back there. It's a safety. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action. the third. We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Here comes the Patriots offensive unit. They'll have it first here to begin the third quarter.
And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
Now May on first down. Right back to Henry, and Henry's got it again.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
From the gun, it's May.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Gibson. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a first down. They'll look to throw again. Touchdown!
K.J. Osborne
From 8 yards out.
And the Patriots are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. May going to try and throw for it.
And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere seeing that play. Focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
And a nice return, but he's going to pay for it as they knock him down hard at the end.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. Christian Barmore getting in there to drop him. So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw.
They'll look to throw here.
That's taken in by Higgins.
And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. They get 13, but it's not nearly enough. And it'll be 4th down. The Bengals bring out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. It'll be a net of only 30 here. 40-yard punt, 10 on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The Pats at the line ready to go.
From the shotgun, May with it.
Over the middle, hauled in by Smith-Schuster. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
From the shotgun, it's May.
Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down. He'll drop to throw.
That's Bourne. Got it on the slant.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. They'll set up to throw.
Throw left side, and Osborne has it.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Now he dumps this off over the middle. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 15-yard line. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Back to throw again. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. So the completion good for 7 there, and it'll be second down. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown.
Drake May.
Now with his 3rd touchdown in his first ever NFL game.
And the Patriots are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. May going to try to throw for it.
And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend.
You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Back now in Cincinnati, where the 4th quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. The Bengals drive about to get going.
And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. These fans just kind of beside themselves right now.
15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. He'll get this to his tight end, Gesicki. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
That one out wide and intercepted. It's Marte Mapu. Down to the 10.
And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown.
Well, not only is his defense pitching a shutout, now they're contributing points themselves. I mean, they have really put together what's almost been a perfect effort here in this one.
I love how you express that. They've absolutely exceeded expectations in this one, and even better than their play, it's been their effort. Even with the win in their back pocket already, every one of those guys is still out there fighting like it's a tie game.
And this is going to be snuffed out. The Bengals recover. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Now it's Burrow.
And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Picked up by Christian Gonzalez. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And this is going to double their room to maneuver, able to get it from the 5 to the 10-yard line.
Now 2nd and 5. Looking to throw, May.
And this complete to Henry over the middle. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him.
Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. And a dangerous throw there. Nearly intercepted on the sideline, but it's incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
That's out to the flat for Gibson.
And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
From the gun on 3rd down is May.
Over the middle, complete. That's Osborne.
And he will have a Patriots 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Here's May.
This one to Bourne, and he's got it. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Throwing now, May on first down. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22.
Now trailing here in the fourth quarter, and that personal foul, that only adds to the hole that they're currently standing in.
Yeah, absolutely a bad job of just losing your cool and letting your anger take over. Mistakes like that, not going to help you at this stage of the game.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Straight ahead, it's Stevenson.
And this is not going to do it as he's stopped at the 2-yard line. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. And give them another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Well, CD, I mean, simply put, if anyone around the league wasn't paying attention to them to start this season, they will be heading into week 2. This has been an impressive week 1 performance.
They've certainly announced that they are ready to go, haven't they? They wanted to send a message out to the rest of the league. You better put your eyes on us. We may be someone you have to reckon with.
The kicking unit out for the Patriots as they send this one away. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Well, I hate to say it, but at this point, I don't really know that they're playing to win with this deficit in the fourth quarter. They're just trying to erase that 0 on the scoreboard, Charles, and get some type of momentum to carry into the film session tomorrow.
If you get any type of points on the board, it'll count as a moral victory, although no one will talk about that in the post-game press conference. That's not something you mentioned in the NFL. And this loss, it already...
And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
As they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
The Patriots ready to get the football back. Well, they don't need to score here, that's for sure. They could just kneel it. They've got the huge lead late fourth quarter, but we'll see how they're feeling, Charles.
Yeah, we all know people out there who like to use every second of the clock, no matter what the score. And we know they don't need the points. They've scored in abundance already. Let's find out how they want to finish this ball game.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Short pass caught by Henry. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Throwing here is May. Over the middle, he gets it to Gibson.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
They'll throw on 1st down with May.
He'll take a shot for the end zone.
And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. 2nd down coming up.
Open man is born. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout.
To the air, May. And that's going to be incomplete. Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record. But everyone's going to have to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between Week 1 and Week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of this season.
So for New England, it's a fantastic start as they roll to a blowout victory here in the season opener. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Cincinnati, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to KC to take on the Chiefs. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Cincinnati.